Alrighty, let's do this, shall we, guys? Let's do this. Okay, let's go. All right, it's Thursday. I've had a very long day. My brain hurts, but I'm ready, guys. So let's do this. What's up, everybody? It's been a long day, to say the least. But it's the kickoff. It's only just begun. Start Lamar or Rodgers? 100%. I'll take Lamar Jackson. Project Badass, 100%. Should I start David Montgomery? Depends. Triggered easily. Depends what other running backs you have, obviously. But I don't mind David Montgomery this week. Comparatively to where I had him ranked on Monday's or Tuesday's video, he's a tad bit higher. He's probably like in early 20s instead of like 25, I think I had him. I had to do some adjusting. He's a little bit higher right now. Would you start Montgomery tonight? Pokey Rad. To be honest, I wouldn't mind. Here's the problem with David Montgomery, like right off the bat. If Mike... Okay, hold up. I got to let this not... I'm not letting this thing fly away from me really quickly. Okay, here we go. The thing about David Montgomery, if you start him tonight and they pull the rookie card on him and they throw Mike Davis out in the first series or they use Tariq Cohen a lot in the first series and Montgomery isn't that starting back and he's not getting, 4 or 5 touches early in the game, then I'd begin to panic. But he is a rookie. I don't think we should be too worried about his usage because he's supposed to be there to fill in for Jordan Howard's, opportunity. It's whether or not he ends up acting upon it. I think he'll be fine. I don't mind him as a flex start. If he's my RB2, that means you drafted him early or you went for other wide receivers early, which is perfectly fine. I don't think the matchup against the Packers is going to, stifle him. It's more like, is Matt Nagy going to feed him the ball or are they going to use a rotation or BBC kind of a thing? Okay, let's go ahead and scroll on this thing. Start Montgomery or Mac. They're really close. Depends your scoring format, obviously. If it's a PPR of any kind, oh, wow, it doesn't even matter because Mac doesn't catch too many balls out of the backfield. Where did I have Mac at my latest ranking? I think I have Montgomery just slightly over Mac, if I'm not mistaken. To be honest, I'm going to do something really quickly. I'm going to pull up my rankings. Just give me a second, guys. Let's go, and then I'll just throw it off to my side so that I can look at it, and when you guys ask a question, I can reference to it, and we'll be fine. So give me 1 minute, and we will get there in a second. All right, cool. So if we do this, that's still there, and then this can come back here. So where do I have Mac? I've got Marlon Mack right behind David Montgomery. So I'd go with Montgomery over Mac this week in terms of that. I'm not answering flex questions. That's literally only for Patreon. So if you've got a wide receiver or a running back, let's say, for example, this specific question where it says Emmanuel Sanders or Marlon Mack on my screen, I'm not answering that because here's the thing, guys. Patreon monetarily supports me. So I have offered to answer all of their questions for the entirety of however long they commit, and I've also offered to give them flex rankings. If I go ahead and answer your question, I'm pretty much turning my back on my support. I understand you guys support me as well, but they monetarily support me extra. So I have to stay loyal to them, and I hope you understand that. But if you want a flex question answered, there's a post-it somewhere around me. I think it's somewhere over there, and those will be the following instructions. But let me go ahead and scroll on this thing because I know it updated and flew. Julio might not play. I heard about that, Ben. Something about his contract issues. Gosh, that annoys me. O.J. Howard or Vance McDonald in a PPR. Video just came out, Big Jim, but the answer is O.J. Howard against the 49ers this week. Jones or Ingram? Guys, Gevorg, do me a favor. Make sure if it's Jones, make sure you tell me if it's Aaron Jones or it's Marvin Jones. I don't know. Perhaps you're asking a flex question because I'm assuming it's going to be running backs, Aaron Jones or Mark Ingram. In that case, I'm taking Mark Ingram this week. Gevorg, but if it's not, just make sure to clarify with full names if you guys can, please. And if you ask a question, let me know what your scoring format is because it really does make a difference. Sell AB, yeah. Arthur, you're not wrong to an extent because AB is he's just going to give you headaches the whole season long. It's not looking good. What do you do with AB? I mean, Juno, Lee, I mean, you might have to just trade him away. I don't know how many people want him in your league. I personally wouldn't mind going after him if I can get him for a decent price. So it just depends on what the AB owner in your specific league wants to do with him. If you own him, I mean, you can try to sell him, but I don't know how much you'll get out of him. Andrew, love the tight end video. But what if you didn't get any of those dudes? Then ask me a question, and I will talk about whatever tight end you have. Just go ahead and ask me. Tariq Cohen or DD in the flex spot, if I have Montgomery starting, that's a good question. Am I willing to start 2 running backs out of the same backfield? Probably not, but it just really depends, because I think their production between Montgomery and Tariq Cohen, what we're assuming is that their production is going to be mutually exclusive. Tariq Cohen is going to work in the third down and spread formations as a receiving option, while when they bring in Montgomery on the early down basis, I think they both have the capabilities of producing. In terms of who I would start as a flex star between Tariq Cohen and D.D. Westbrook, that's something I cannot answer. Westbrook or Kupp? According to my rankings, off the top of my head, let me look for this. I've got Kupp just slightly, literally one spot ahead of Westbrook, so it's a coin toss, Ben. Alshon or Goodwin? I'll take Alshon Jeffrey over Marquise Goodwin. Let's see here. Emmanuel, okay, we're moving on. Eckler or Lindsey? I would go with Austin Eckler, cooking with Curry. I'd go with Austin Eckler this week. Philip Lindsey's not that far behind. I think as of right now, my updated rankings, I got Eckler at 17 and I got Philip Lindsey at 20. So he's not too far behind, but I like the prospect of Eckler because I'm more worried about Royce Freeman than I am with Justin Jackson as of right now. Who would you start, Kerryon Johnson or Carson or Eckler? In the specific order, C-Mac, I'd probably go Carson, Kerryon, Eckler. Triggered Easily says, I have Kerryon, Carson, Montgomery, and Geis. I'm starting 3 RBs. Yes, you should start Carson, Montgomery, and Kerryon. Yeah, those should be your 3 guys. Geis is not a bad play this week. I just don't know how they're going to fare against the Eagles' front 7, who have typically been good against the run. So that's always the tricky spot, especially considering he doesn't get much work in the passing game. It just sketchy. And then there's always Adrian Peterson lurking. Allen Robinson or Damian Williams. Okay, we're moving on from that one. Do I trade Marlon Mack for Lindsey in a half PPR? Ooh, that is a tricky question because I think by season's end, they're going to be pretty similar in production. But the question is whether or not Royce Freeman takes enough of a jump. Look, I think Philip Lindsey is going to be better than Royce Freeman. He's going to run him under the table. So I personally like Philip Lindsey a tad bit more than Marlon Mack right now, rest of season, especially in a half PPR because I think Lindsey is more capable in the passing game as well. Should I pick up Marlon Mack if he's available? Absolutely, C-Mac. I mean, your name has Mack in it. Why not? And he's a good running back. He's like a top 24 guy. He's a starting running back for the Colts. Let's see. Who do I start in the flex? Aaron. Yep. No, we're not doing flex questions, guys. Oh my God, the update. All right, give me a second, guys. I gotta move some stuff around here. Oop, that's not what I wanted to do. How do I change this? Live chat, top chat. I don't know what the difference is right now. Give me a second, guys. I gotta do a little bit of adjusting in the moment. Okay, beautiful. And then let's go ahead and let's go back here. And we're fine. Okay, cool. Cool beans. Sorry about that, guys. All right. Really quickly, if you want me to answer a flex question, all right, just like it says right somewhere here, if you have a flex question, $1 minimums. Otherwise, you go to the Patreon. You can figure that out. Patreon's $5 a month, unlimited questions, rankings, flex rankings, all of the above. You can go check that out. The link is down in the description of the video. So, yeah. All right, moving on. Let's talk about Okay, so Patrick Santos asks Eric Ebron or Jimmy Graham. Give me Eric Ebron. It's not even close. Jimmy Graham is not the same tight end now that he's with the Packers. He's not. He hasn't looked the same, and he continues to somehow break or dislocate fingers very often. I'm trying to scroll and see exactly where I was, but to be honest, I've gotten to a point where it doesn't update anymore. If I miss your question, guys, I'm going to try to get to everybody, but we got a limited amount of time. We probably got another hour ahead of us, and then I'm gone. So let's see. Galladay or Allen Robinson? Galladay RX, not even close. Sony Michel or Damian Williams? I'll take Damian Williams, but it really depends, Sean, on your scoring format. I'm assuming you play in a PPR format. So, yeah, there you go. Game time decision. Carson or David Montgomery? It's not even close for me, Alex. It's Chris Carson. Not even close. Yo, Andrew, what's up, Warmack? How's it going? Let's see here. Should I start Aaron Jones? Depends who you have, Rude. Depends who else you have. Really does. You got to give me more context. Josh Jacobs or Kerryon Johnson in the flex. Kerryon Johnson, great matchup against one of the worst defenses in the National Football League against the run. They're going to run all over the Cardinals. I love Kerryon Johnson this week. Start Aaron Rodgers or Lamar Miller? Great question, Andrew. Probably Lamar Miller this week. I think you meant Lamar Jackson, but if you didn't, that's hilarious. So props on you, Andrew. Let's see here. What are we looking at? Need to Breida, Drake, or D. Johnson? David Johnson needs to play, and so does Breida, because I don't want to play Kenyon Drake against the Ravens. That doesn't seem fun. Marlon Mack is available. Should I pick him up and drop Robbie Anderson? Depends what kind of depth you have at the wide receiver position, C-Mac. I don't mind it because, Robbie Anderson has been hurt as of late. Dante Pettis has went from questionable to healthy, so just so everybody is aware. What is this? Should I take Brandon Cooks for Julio? Are you trying to trade away Julio? Because if you are, I would never even amuse that kind of a trade. Let's go, Andrew, week 1. Thank you very much, Dylan. How is waiver wire? Yeah, how is Mac on the waiver wire? Agreed. Marlon Mack all day. Allen Robinson or Jamison Crowder? Probably Allen Robinson. Jamison Crowder is very specific. I mean, he's not too far behind. In the updated version, let me look here. In the updated version, we have Allen Robinson sitting there, and we have Jamison. Where the hell is Jamison Crowder? I know I have him on this list. Yeah, no, they're actually pretty. I play Allen Robinson. No. It's way farther apart than I thought it was. Brandon Cooks or Lockett? It's oh my God, they're 17 and 18 on my updated list. So Esteban Ramirez. I mean, it's a coin toss. I like Lockett. Probably because he's the number 1 wide receiver of his team comparatively. So, yeah, I'd probably go Lockett between the two. Aaron Jones, should I start him? I don't know, Rude. Let's see here. Sony Michel, Damian. Yeah, okay. We already looked at those. Aaron Jones, yeah, that's the thing. Okay. I traded Devin Singletary for Aaron Jones straight up. Did I take the W? Absolutely did. 100%. You guys, listen, just wait until Aaron Jones has a terrible week this week. I'm not saying he's going to be terrible, but let's say he has an underwhelming performance, okay? Let's say he does. Maybe he pops off for 20. Only time will tell. Literally, only time in an hour. We'll know. And you're going to wait and see that Monday is going to be overreaction Monday. It is an actual thing. People panic when their team loses and their players underperform, and they have to start trading. They cannot sustain or mentally handle their team not performing. So what's going to happen? People are going to want to trade players away for dirt cheap value, and you have to go after a guy like Aaron Jones if he doesn't perform. What is this? Sleeper app? Yeah, okay. Enough of the Dante Pettis info. We get it. Thoughts on the KCRBs? Corey, Damian Williams is going to have probably 50% of the backfield's work, and then it's going to be probably 35% LaShawn McCoy and 15% Darwin Thompson. So hopefully, it really depends who's going to get the touchdowns. I think Damian Williams and LaShawn McCoy are going to fight for those. Whoever gets the touchdowns will be more relevant. Andrew, what are you having for dinner while watching the first game? I have not decided. And that is a good question. And you've made me hungry by saying that. But to be honest, I don't know. It doesn't really matter. Let's see here. To be honest, I'm going to be so nervous, I'm not going to even want to eat. That's the reality. Would you start Aaron Rodgers, Eric, if he's your starting quarterback and he's your best quarterback on roster? Sure, absolutely. What's your thoughts on Geronimo Allison tonight? He's playing the slot position, which is a little different than what he's done in the past. He, a couple years back, was used as the number 2 wide receiver, has seen some work in the slot. But last year when he was with the team, he played the number 2 spot when Randall Cobb was on the inside. I think Aaron Rodgers loves passing to the slot receiver. He loves Geronimo Allison. All he does is talk, he talks him up, plain and simple. He talks up Geronimo Allison. They have a pretty good relationship. He's been with the organization for a while. Could have a good night. Look at my man coming in with a $10 donation. Okay, rate my team. Thank you, man. The man Dev. Thank you very much for the donation. Says Deshaun Watson, Adam Thielen, Tyler Lockett, Kamara. Dude, okay, what are we doing here? Look at this team already. Alvin Kamara, Kerryon Johnson, Jared Cook, flex is Curtis Samuel or Josh Gordon. Jason Myers, you watch the video. The Browns, you watch the video. Full PPR. Good looking team. Do me a favor and just regularly comment below. I want to know your bench because really, this starting lineup looks fantastic. You have 2 top running backs, a top 7 tight end, which I always say you need to go for, especially this season. Thielen, who's a wide receiver 1. Lockett, who has the potential to step up. One of the best quarterbacks. To be honest, Deshaun Watson could even surpass Mahomes this year. Curtis Samuel, who's one of my favorites as a flex play, obviously because it's PPR. You're running Curtis Samuel, Josh Gordon. But I'm very curious, what kind of a thing do you have, bench do you have? Because the depth there and the running back depth, especially on that bench, is going to make or break your season. Because you've got a great starting lineup, and I'm assuming other people in your league also do, because there's no way you can construct one of those in a 12-team league. And if you somehow manage to, then congrats. But let me know. Just regularly comment down below. Again, thank you for the donation, brother. All right, let's see here. Moving on. Half PPR, Aaron Jones. Nope, we're not doing flex. Half PPR. Nope, Jarvis. Eric, yeah, we did that. Okay, we did that. Yeah. Rodgers or Trubisky? PPR. LOL. I wish if one of those guys catches a pass, then it would matter. But no, I'd take Aaron Rodgers over Trubisky tonight. Diggs playing or should I start MVS? Probably stick with Diggs because he was limited today, but he did participate in practice. So he suited up. He was out there. So I wouldn't freak out about it, Joe. How do you feel about Latavius Murray this week against Houston? I don't mind it. You just have to understand that you're playing a second string running back. Now, yes, he's going to get 8 to 10 touches out of the backfield. And who knows, one of them could be for a touchdown. But typically, I would expect a guy like Latavius Murray, his floor is probably like 7. Actually, in a full PPR, his floor is probably like 8 points. The upside of a touchdown would definitely help him get over the top. But 7 points, I think, is a pretty. I think he'll catch a couple passes, run a couple good plays here and there. But yeah, his floor is probably like 7 points. You want the upside of a touchdown. Houston's defense probably. They're not terrible against the run. They've been pretty good as of late in last season. So, yeah, I would probably – I don't mind it. But, again, he's a second-string running back to that team. Mack or Lindsey, I think I answered that earlier. I think I said Lindsey, if I'm not mistaken. Hawkinson, Jeff Swaim, worth a start. Jeff Swaim is not bad. I mentioned him in the tight end video because the Kansas City Chiefs last season gave the most points to the opposing tight end position. You may have just spoiled one of my hidden gems, but it happens. No, I'll change it. Doesn't matter. But yeah, Jeff Swain's fine. TJ Hawkinson, I wouldn't touch. Let's see here. Thin at tight end, Mark Andrews or Darren Waller? I'd go with Mark Andrews. Darren Waller's pretty good if AB doesn't play. If AB doesn't play, I'll take Darren Waller. But otherwise, Mark Andrews. Robbie Anderson or Anthony Miller? Probably go with Robbie Anderson this week, even with that ankle being busted. Aaron Jones, nope, not doing that one. Because it's a flex question, and it's right there, guys. Trubisky or Josh Allen? If you want me to explain why I can't, I'll explain one more time. I offer people that support me on Patreon the ability to ask any and all questions throughout the week. Okay, you can ask it on Patreon. There's a messaging system there. I also offer them the ability to have all flex rankings this year. If I was to give you flex rankings, I'd be betraying them. Therefore, I can't give you flex rankings unless you contribute to the channel. But anyway, let's see here. Duke Johnson or James White? Also think I'll have to sit AB, so Robbie Anderson or Sammy Watkins. Give me Sammy Watkins over Robbie Anderson, and I'll take James White over Duke Johnson. Let's see here. Rate my team. Yeah, okay, so that was the donation. Yeah, I'm coming. I'm scrolling down, Dev. I'm going to find your bench in a second. Saints defense or Browns? Give me the Browns. That updated very quickly and scrolled me down this terribly long list. Okay, there's another donation that I didn't see. How did I miss that? All right, I'm coming, dude. I'm coming. Hold up. It didn't even pop up, though. That's why I'm a little surprised. Okay, let's see who my man dropped here. Thank you again, DJ622. Flex, Godwin, Murray, Penny, or Josh Gordon. What's your scoring format? I'm going to assume if it's any sort of PPR, Godwin has to play, plain and simple. But if, in fact, you're playing in a standard league, I wouldn't. No, I think I might still play Godwin. Yeah, I'm going to play Godwin no matter what this week against the 49ers at that spot. So thank you again for the donation, brother. Sister, doesn't matter. Let's see here. Your thoughts on Fant from the Broncos and Mark Andrews from the Ravens. Noah Fant should be good this season. I'm not saying he's going to be good week 1. I'm not saying he's going to be good week 9. He could finally show up at the last 2-3 weeks of the season. Rookie tight ends and rookie wide receivers are often unreliable in fantasy football, but he's going into a good situation. He was the first-round pick, therefore the Broncos know that they want to use him. Joe Flacco has targeted tight ends throughout his entire career, whether it's Dennis Pitta, Ben Watson, Crockett Gilmore, Nick Boyle. There's Kyle Juszczyk out of the backfield as a fullback. He likes to use the tight end position heavily. Hopefully Noah Fant can be that for him and be a reliable fantasy prospect. Where did the question go? Okay, there it is. But as of right now, yeah, I don't think he's going to be great like this week. Maybe in the future, maybe he starts on fire. And then Mark Andrews, the Mark Andrews thing they have with the Ravens, speaking of the Ravens, Mark Andrews, Hayden Hurst, Nick Boyle. The problem is who's going to catch the touchdowns. We're assuming Mark Andrews is the receiving target. But the problem is you have Lamar Jackson throwing the ball, and I don't like that. Start Aaron Jones or Devontae Freeman in a standard. Give me a moment. Let me look at these rankings. Devontae Freeman. What is this? Jacobs or Montgomery in a standard? I'll take Josh Jacobs. Do you think Carson will be relevant in the passing game? Gerardo, it really depends. I hope he is. I don't think he requires it to be fantasy relevant because he's touching the ball so often on the ground. But as of right now, I think he'll be just fine with or without it. But he's going to definitely see an increase from last year. The issue is Rashad Penny in the preseason dominated the passing snaps in that one game against the Chargers, which scares me. And they still have CJ Prosise, who is a receiving back. He could come in on third downs. So there's always the sketch situation that occurs. But he should be fine with it or without it. Let's see here. Do I trade Melvin Gordon and Marlon Mack for Hopkins, given the trade circumstance? It depends. It depends what kind of running backs you have on your team. That's all I can say. Personally, if it's me, I would need a lot of running back depth. I need 4 other running backs on my team that I'm confident with to pull off that trade. To pull the trigger on it. Jarvis Landry, Mike Evans, Cooper Kupp, or Amari Cooper. Who do I start? C-Mac, it just depends. Evans is probably the best of the group. Then the second best is Amari Cooper. Third is Cooper Kupp. So Evans, Cooper, Landry. I got Singletary, Justice Hill. Justice Hill is going to be good eventually, maybe soon rather than later. Start Jimmy Garoppolo or Matt Ryan. Garoppolo's not a bad start. I'm just worried about him. I don't know if he's going to figure it out. Is Jimmy Garoppolo going to figure it out, guys? Somebody let me know. Do you think I can roll out Zeke in week 1? Yes, 150%. Had a ton of wide receiver depth before AB decided to be AB. And now you don't. Godwin. Okay, moving on. Let's scroll. Okay, I'm going to scroll, guys. Give me a second. Let me just scroll. Let me scroll. Holy moly. Okay, Brandon, don't do that. I'll just ban you. I'm not kidding. I can right-click it and just make it so where you can't comment on this channel anymore. Don't do that. Don't eat up all of the damn blocks. Please, do not spam. All right? I know you want your question answered. I'm going to get to it eventually, dude. What is this? Cup. Okay. Is this my man's coming in? Okay, I'm coming, guys. Hold up. I'm coming. Why doesn't it tell me, though? Whatever. $2 donation from Steven. Thank you very much. No comment. Hopefully, you're just throwing it at me. Maybe you forgot to post it. If you have a question, just ask, and I will answer it. I'll look for your name. And then we have our other guy coming in here with my man DJ. Full PPR, Cup, Rita, Penny, Robinson. It's close, but I'm taking Cooper Kupp. The only other player I'd consider the group is Breida against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. But because it's a full... I'm just going to go with Kupp, yeah. Because it's a full PP. I don't mind Breida at that spot, considering how good of a matchup it is, but I'm just worried about how many touches he's potentially going to get out of that backfield, especially if the Tampa Bay Buccaneers get ahead early and they want to pass the ball in order to get back in the game. I know Breida can be used as a receiving option, but I think they might default to Tevin Coleman there. But I'll take Kupp between the bunch. Again, thanks for the donation, DJ. And you too, Steven. Okay, I'm just scrolling to the bottom. What is this? Should I take a piss outside or inside? I don't know. Good question, though. Let's see here. What are we doing? Thoughts on Kerryon Johnson? Great matchup this week. 100% needs to be started, without a doubt. What's up, Andrew? Nothing much, C-Mac. I dropped Robbie Anderson for Marlon Mack. Do you think it's a good pick? Yes. Ban Brandon? No, I'm not going to ban him. He can spam as much as he'd like, but I'm not even going to answer his question because he spams so much. Maybe eventually. Okay, here we go. My question is right before DJ's donation. Okay, thank you, Steven. Let me go ahead and scroll up that. Which one of DJ's donations? Where are you, Steven? Right here. I need a flex help. Aaron Jones, Tariq Cohen, Emmanuel Sanders, or Larry Fitzgerald. Okay. You're probably not going to like what I say right now, but it depends on your scoring format, and I need to know that. So, Steven, let me know your scoring format. Yeah, let me know. Is it standard, half, or full PPR, guys? So, I'm waiting for your comment down here, Steven. Let me know. Let's see here. What are we looking at? Thoughts on Tariq Cohen? Should be okay tonight. Sorry for the spam. No problem, Brandon. I just be careful. Don't copy, paste. Like, I'll get to it, all right? So now that you've apologized, I'll scroll up and we'll find your question. But I got to find, what are you saying? Aaron Rodgers, Lamar Jackson? Just give me Lamar Jackson, 100%. Pick 2, Drake, Duke, Johnson, Aaron Jones. Ooh, that one is a close one, Indigo. It's a standard league, Steven? Okay, let me get to Indigo's question. I'd probably go Aaron Jones and Duke Johnson this week. I don't like Drake against the Ravens. It scares me. All right, let me scroll up. Let me find Steven's roster again. Where was it? Where are you at, Steven? Where the heck did it go? Did I lose it again? Really? Am I losing my mind? It was literally right here, Steven. Where the heck did your question go? I've lost it. Wow, I cannot believe it actually disappeared. Maybe I'm not scrolling enough. What the fuck happened? Okay, so Steven, you gotta repost your question. It's lost. I lost it. So I'll repost it. I'll answer it, dude. Gosh dang it. Trubisky or Aaron Rodgers? I'll take Aaron Rodgers week 1. Thoughts on Royce Freeman? I'm scared of him. Justice Hill, your thoughts? Could probably touch the ball 6 times this week. The thing is, they're going to kill the Miami Dolphins. They're going to run all over them. If they get up early, Justice Hill has a chance to score some points in garbage time as the lead running back of a pretty decent running offense. Montgomery or Duke? I'll take Montgomery. Texans D worth holding on to? Right now, I wouldn't. It depends on their recent schedule or what's coming up. I don't want to play them against the Saints on Monday, though. That's not going to do me any good. It'll just get me negative points, probably. I think it's going to be a high-scoring affair. Let me go down. Let me see if... Ooh, that's not what I wanted. Where the heck did this... Oh, my goodness. Where's Steven's question? Because now I'm losing my mind. Steven, where are you? Do I got to really scroll up? Okay. All right, this was DJ's question, right? And then you said it was above it. I literally had just found it. I can't believe There it is. Thank God. I'm blind. Donated. I needed help. Aaron Jones, Tariq Cohen. You have to play Aaron Jones. In a standard league, you got to play Aaron Jones. Yeah. Tariq Cohen is only as valuable as his receptions. Those save him on a weekly basis. When Tariq Cohen has 6 receptions for 40 yards, he gets 10 points out of it. right? In a PPR format, right? And then he'll have his little sprinkle of rushing yards. But because you're not going to be able to rely on the receptions of Larry Fitzgerald, Emmanuel Sanders, and Tariq Cohen, I'm going to go with Steven with Aaron Jones tonight in the standard league. So thank you again for the donation. Moving on. Let's scroll all the way. Zeke or Saquon? I'm not answering that. If you have both, you should start them both. Thank you very much. Jake Perez with a $1.99 donation. Westbrook or David Montgomery in a half PPR? I'm going with David Montgomery tonight. Let me see. I have it in my flex ranking. Let me see where I have the two of them. I know D.D. Westbrook is sitting there, and then we have David Montgomery's 11 spots ahead of him in my flex ranking. So I think D.D.'s good, but I'd rather have David Montgomery going tonight. Jake Perez, thank you again for the donation. Let's see here. Who would you start, Tariq Cohen or O.J. Howard? Why isn't he starting in your tight end position? Interesting. You grabbed an extra tight end. Aaron Jones, Damian. Okay, Aaron Jones or Damian Williams? Damian Williams. Derek, yeah. Des Bryant or J.J., my man. You know what I'm talking about. I'm talking your language. I get it. Rudolph or Waller? If Matt, if Stephon Diggs doesn't play, I'll take Rudolph. If AB doesn't play, I'll take Waller. If neither play, give me Rudolph. Just off of playing experience. PPR, Boyd, Westbrook, or Samuel? Westbrook, for sure. And then Boyd, and then Samuel. Jimmy G or Trubisky? Let me look at my rankings here. Jimmy G. Yeah, I'm not a fan of Trubisky. He's very hit or miss, to be honest. Aaron Jones, sit or start? Why not? Who else do you have? Everybody's worrying about it. Like, I hope he just pops off today. I hope he does. Just let the Packers blow out that defense. Let them just really give it to him. That'd be so good. Am I the only one that... Okay, let's see here. Miles Sanders or Duke Johnson? Tyler A. Duke Johnson. Yeah. Because Jordan Howard's still in that backfield. He's going to take some touches for sure. Maybe even the goal line work, potentially. Goff's more valuable receiver, Cooks or Kupp? Well, look, you're asking two questions. Well, actually, no, Electric. Here's the thing. Are you asking who's more valuable, or are you asking who's a better start this week? Because there's two varying questions now. Who's more valuable? Actually, I think the answer is the same for both. It's Kupp. Moving on. Now that I've actually thought about it for a bit. Okay, it's a good trade. Give up Carson for Brandon Cooks? No. If you have too many running backs, sure. But otherwise, I wouldn't do that. I would never do that, Byron, sorry. I'm dyslexic. Moving on. David Montgomery or Mark Ingram? I can't guard Oscar. I would take Mark Ingram this week. Should I start Alshon, Amari, or Will Fuller? Amari Cooper would be the guy, Johnny. Let's see here. Okay, I scrolled way too far because it updated. Where am I going? I think I'm right somewhere here. Thoughts on Darwin? I'm assuming you're talking about Darwin Thompson. Irrelevant. Unless somebody gets hurt in that backfield. Unless somebody gets hurt, meaning LaShawn McCoy or Damian Williams, he's not getting any playing time anytime soon. So, yeah. Tariq Cohen or Kenyon Drake? Tariq Cohen, Will Hardy. Tyler Boyd or Calvin Ridley? Tyler Boyd. Breida, Kirk. Nope, that's well, okay, let's be honest. Listen, Mario, really quickly. If you have two running backs and a wide receiver, I like running backs more. Let's put it that way. Winston or Wilson? Winston. But Wilson is not... Look, the only reason I have Wilson as low as I do... Low, he's in the top 10. He's the number 9 quarterback for me this week. Is because of Chris Carson and Rashad Penny taking available touches and red zone work away from him. That's why I lean more towards Winston. So, yeah. But otherwise, they're both good starts. Aaron Jones, Montgomery, and Sony. Give me 2 starts. Sony and Montgomery. Thanks, boss. Been sub for a while. Thank you, Matt. No problem. I'm the GOAT. Yep, I don't mind. The Montgomery or Aaron Jones? I'll take Montgomery. But it's a PPR. Look, here's the thing. You guys have to... Okay, here we go. You know what? Let's go on a trip, shall we? Actually, no. You know what? I was going to... If you guys go look up how many points or how many yards the Bears gave up to opposing running backs last season, they gave up 3 performances of 100 total rushing yards in 16 games, and they only allowed 8 touchdowns Or eight touchdowns? Yeah, they only allowed, no, was it 8 or 16? No, they allowed 8 touchdowns in 16 games last season to opposing running backs. So to be honest, let's be careful with Aaron Jones, okay? Need a flex. I'm not answering flex questions unless you do that. Smarter stack, Wentz, Ertz, or just start Jackson. I don't mind the Wentz Ertz stack. I don't mind it at all. I don't think like Jackson's going to be so much further ahead of Wentz to where it's like, damn it, I should have. But yeah, I don't mind that stack. It's just for safety reasons. How many carries does McCoy get? I don't know. I can call Andy Reid if you want, Tom. Just let me know. Duke Johnson or Miles Sanders? Give me Duke Johnson. Michael Gallup could be good this week, half PPR, but I'll take Calvin Ridley. Jimmy Garoppolo, or Kyler Murray. It's really close. They're back-to-back in my rankings this week. So it's a coin toss. I like Jimmy Garoppolo's matchup far greater. I don't like the idea or prospect of Kyler Murray throwing into a Darius Slay matchup. So I'd probably go with Jimmy G by a slight amount. I think Murray has to earn his stripes for me. I'm not going to instantly start him unless I'm ready to lose. Like, sure, he can have a great week. He can be the number one quarterback by the end of the week for all we know, but I'm just worried. Should I not put in a player in Thursday games in my flex? That is you know what? Thank you for bringing that up. Guys, and that's a very smart thing, Triggered. Thank you very much. If you are playing someone in the Thursday night game that is a wide receiver or a running back, you should put them in your starting running back or wide receiver position so that just in case something happens in the next couple of days for another player, you can audible and throw someone into the flex. Thank you, Triggered Easily, for pointing that out. Much appreciated. Fuller or Tyler Boyd? My name is Yef. I will take Tyler Boyd. Thoughts on Godwin this week? Should be great, Tommy. Holy moly. Is that another donation? Thank you. Check out my bench. Commented in the $10 dono. Really? It's actually a longer dono? Hold up. Okay, one at a time. Here we go. Hold on, wait. Look, we got to scroll all the way back up. And your $10 dono's gone. Nope, it's not, because Andrew is going to full screen and find it. Okay, technically you didn't put your bench in here, but I got to find your bench. Just type it out. Other donations that I see. My man RJK Gaming with the $1.99 donation. Thank you very much, brother. Says Montgomery or Aaron Jones full PPR flex. Montgomery. Yeah, Montgomery. I'm pretty confident with that. Man Dev. Okay, so you said, you didn't have to donate again. I don't know where your comment is, though. I got to find it. That is the tricky thing. I got to find it. Hold up. Dang it. No, this is all messed up. I got to fix some stuff, guys. Give me a hot second. Let's see. Is this going to work properly? Nope, that doesn't. There we go. Beautiful. All right. We're going back to this chat. All right. Where are we at here? How many minutes we got until this game kicks off? Dude, I can't wait. Check my bench out. I commented. Yeah, I know. I just got to find it. Where are you? It doesn't highlight your name. I can't F3 function look for it. So just spam it in another message, dude. Just copy pasta, and I'll find it. Mike Williams, Josh Gordon, or Marvin Jones? Ooh, that's a good question, Constantino. That's a good question. To be honest, it's close. And I think I moved Marvin Jones ahead of them. Let me see here. Marvin Jones, where are you, brother? Marvin Jones is ahead of Josh Gordon by literally one spot. And then we got Mike Williams 2 spots behind Josh Gordon. So I'd probably play Marvin Jones because, yes, Patrick Peterson is suspended. And, yes, the other cornerback is not playing because he's injured. So, yeah, probably Marvin Jones in that matchup. Otherwise, I'd take Gordon, and then the last guy would be Williams. What are we doing here? Woods or Cup? Woods, Tom. Let's see. What is this? Montgomery, Freeman, Damian Williams in week 1. PPR, Damian Williams. Mac or Damian Williams? Damian Williams. Who should I start? Alshon or Deshaun Jackson over? Should I start Alshon or Deshaun Jackson over Amari Cooper? No, Johnny. I'd play Amari Cooper. Would you ever hold onto an extra defense Or do you just swap defenses? No, I don't hold on to extra defenses. I just swap them on a weekly basis. I don't have enough room on my bench to even care for an extra defense. I'd rather just switch around. Pick 3, Chubb, Zeke, Montgomery, or Eckler. I will take Zeke, Chubb, and Eckler. Yeah, over Montgomery, Thomas. Okay, Steve, started the class for the first time. I've donated. It would help a lot last year listening. Thank you very much, brother. Much love to you as well. And no problem, dude. We're fine. Okay, I gotta scroll down. I gotta find my man Dev's question. So we're gonna find this, shall we? Because Dev. All right, Dev. I gotta find your team. Where are you at, Dev? The man, Dev. We gotta look for you. Nope, we're not finding him. And maybe I've gone. There he is. My bench consists of Curtis Samuel, because Josh Gordon is in. Good move? ? Yes. And also I have Royce Freeman, Deshaun Jackson, Dallas Goedert, Delaney Walker, and Justice Hill. I like the Justice Hill. I don't think you need so many. Listen, you don't need Dallas Goedert or Delaney Walker. You don't need either of them. I think you should drop them both and go find somebody else. In terms of depth, you can maybe keep Delaney Walker if you need your second tight end, but Dallas Goedert doesn't need to be on your team. If you're really that concerned about Zach Ertz getting injured, then that's a different conversation. But yeah, I don't think you need to be holding 2 tight ends on your bench. But otherwise, good-looking team overall. With Josh Jacobs get fed more without Antonio? No, I think, Kevin, that Josh Jacobs actually gets, like, what's going to happen if there's no Antonio Brown to cover? The cornerbacks of the Denver Broncos are good enough to deal with just Tyrell Williams. They're perfectly fine against that. So what's going to happen is they're going to stack the box and they're going to blitz the entire game and they're going to kill the Raiders. Just saying. So that's not going to help Josh Jacobs unless he gets work in the passing game and we can confirm that Jalen Richard is gone. Thank you, Indigo, for pasting that. Thank you very much. Is this guy crazy? DJ, you're crazy, man. Thank you again for the donation. Saying Breida or Duke in a half PPR. Let me look at this really quickly. Let's look on my list. Where are you, Breida? I'm not even kidding. Duke Johnson's at 29 and Breida's at 30. You're in a half PPR. I'd probably go with Breida, to be honest, though. I don't know. I'm just so sketched out about Duke Johnson. I feel like Duke Johnson's going to be good, but the only problem is with that team is that Houston has thrown the ball to the running back position last year fewer than any other team in the National Football League. Yes, that's an actual stat. So I'm worried that Deshaun Watson isn't going to be looking for Duke Johnson in the passing game very much, even on third downs. He might want to just run the ball or keep it. So I'd probably go with Breida in the better matchup, even though my rankings are busted right now. It feels bad. Let's see here. Do you think Christian Kirk is worth being on my bench? Yeah, sure, but he shouldn't be started this week. He'll probably have Darius Slay on him. That's the problem. That's why I don't like him this week. And because, Crabtree is slow as shit. They're not going to have to cover him. And then Fitzgerald's sitting in the slot. Hey, Andrew, who would you start in a PPR at the flex? I'm not answering flex questions. There's your instructions. Please help me. Montgomery or Nope. Come on, guys. Do I got to explain it again? Are you ready for some football? Great show. Do I start? Nope. It's a great compliment. Listen, guys, if you're trying to soften me up, it's not going to happen. I'm not giving out flex thing unless you donate. That's how it works. I'm not screwing over my Patreon supporters, guys. Plain and simple. It's not going to happen. How do you feel about Damian Williams the rest of the year? As long as he stays healthy and we see an ample amount of touches overall, he should be fine. But he's not going to be as good as he was or as we thought a couple weeks back. Full PPR, Montgomery, Freeman, or Damian Williams. I'll take Damian Williams. I don't like the matchup for Freeman. And then I don't think Montgomery's going to get much work in the passing game because of Tariq Cohen sitting there. So Damian Williams is probably the best. Here's the thing. Damian Williams is going to get 50% of that backfield. From what he was able to do last season, if he can consistently stay as the guy that is on the goal line for this team, like he did in the last 7 games of the Chiefs season, he's going to score a lot of points just purely because of the red zone opportunity. But we have to wait and see how that turns out. All right, what is this? Nope. Let's see here. Rodgers or Cousins this week? Rodgers. It's in my rankings. There's a reason why I would play, or I put him at 11 instead of 12. Thoughts on Darren Waller? If AB doesn't play, I'd consider him. But to be honest, it's a stretch of a play. Lions run heavy this year. We'll see, man. Lions have never been run heavy. Winston over Rodgers? Yes. Why would you play? Okay, do me a favor, Brandon. Tell me why I would play Aaron Rodgers against the best defense in the NFL in Chicago. Please tell me why I would. Because last time I checked, Aaron Rodgers played against the Bears last year, threw 0 touchdowns and 200 yards and an interception the last time they played against them. So I have no reason to believe that Bears defense isn't going to get after him. I have no reason to believe anything other than that. And Winston, man. Winston, no matter whether he throws 4 picks or not, is going to come back and throw for 4 touchdowns. Playing against the 49ers, for God's sake. Hello? We on the same page here? Let's see. Why did this one get flagged? I don't know why that got flagged, FF Legend. But let's see here. Darren, listen, okay. This is probably the greatest comment I've ever seen. It probably is. It's close to it. I mean, I've seen some good comments in the comment section last season, but Darren, you've outdone yourself. I'm telling you, Darren Messinger has absolutely outdone himself. Coming in here saying Andrew is handsome. Andrew is handsome. Great show. Can I start? And then he gives me a flex question. Wow. All right. I see how it is. Not gonna work, dude. You trying to soften me up? I love it, dude. It's so good though. I have Chubb, Carson, Zeke. Should I hold on to Pollard and Darwin Thompson? You don't need to hold on to Pollard unless you think Zeke's going to tear his ACL. Plain and simple. Cohen or Pettis in a PPR? That's a good question. But guess what? I almost answered it. God, I almost answered it. I'm trying not to slip up, guys. You can't throw these at me. Super late draft. Who should I start? Wait. Who should I pick first? Really? In your number 1 overall pick? I'd take Zeke. I would legitimately take Zeke now. Eagles or Browns defense? Eagles this week. Breeze or Big Ben? I'll take Breeze. That's hilarious. Sam Darnold or Latavius Murray, standard superflex? That's not even a question, is it? Why would you start anything other than a quarterback at the superflex? Because he's Aaron Rodgers? Sure. Because if that's the logic, then I don't mind it. I don't mind saying that Aaron Rodgers is one of the best quarterbacks, if not the best quarterback playing right now. But I'm worried. Let's see here. Laughing my ass off. All right, cool. See you, Top Notch. Have a good one. Let's see here. Let's see. What are we doing? I don't know what you guys are talking. I just traded Jarvis Landry for Mark Ingram. Is that a good trade? I already have Alvin Kamara, Nick Chubb, Damian Williams, Mike Evans, Tyler Lockett. Wait, okay, I have a question. But why would you trade for another running back? I don't think you needed another running back. But if you only start 2 wide receivers and you're worried about Damian Williams, I can understand why, Black Falcon. But I don't think you needed Mark Ingram. But yeah, Jarvis Landry, that's okay. It's not going to kill you. That's perfectly fine. You're just like touching up guys that are going to come off your bench. That's pretty much all it is. Damian Williams or Austin Eckler in a full PPR? That's close. Probably Eckler. Aaron Jones, Miles Sanders, Latavius Murray, Justin Jackson, Justice Hill in a standard. Start 2. Aaron Jones and probably I think Latavius Murray and Miles Sanders are like really close in my eyes. It just depends whether or not they want to actually give I might just roll the dice on Sanders on that one in a standard. I might just. But I don't mind running Murray as the other option. What is Melvin's trade value? It depends, Silver, on who you're trading to. That's it. It just depends who you're trading to. Let's see here. Rodgers or Wentz? No, I'd take Wentz over Rodgers this week. Evan or OBJ? I'm assuming that's Mike Evans. I'd take OBJ over Mike Evans this week, but you should start them both, 100%. Who should I draft for super late draft? Yeah, I already answered that one. What is this about Gurley? How do you think Gurley will do this week? 20 points. I'm not even kidding. Just wait, guys. I'm telling you, find me another person that is as confident as I am in Todd Gurley, and then you will find another smart human being. No, I'm just playing with you. But no, I'm really convinced that Todd Gurley is going to be fine this week. Aaron Rodgers or Cam Newton? I'll take Cam Newton. How many points do you think Cohen gets tonight in a PPR? In a full PPR? 11? I think it's a good spot for him. Probably like 11. But that's like base. That's like base value. I'm not counting him scoring a touchdown. I'm not counting in on it. Yeah. So Goff or Rivers? I'll take Goff this week. What kind of workload? Oops, I'm scrolling too far. Can we expect from Zeke this week? Look, here's the thing. I am not the offensive coordinator of that team. Kellen Moore is. Yes, that's right. Kellen Moore, the guy who used to play for Boise State. I don't know how many times he's going to run the ball with Zeke. Zeke has supposedly come to camp, or not even shown up to camp, but he's shown up at his lightest that he's ever been. I don't know if because he stopped lifting weights or stopped eating Chick-fil-A, but to be honest, I think Zeke will probably just be fine. He's going to get his amount of touches, whether it's on the ground or in the passing game. I think he'll be fine. We don't have to worry about him. How many touches do I expect? Probably like 19, rushing and receiving total. You think Juju will be doo-doo this year? Absolutely not, Phil. He's like a top 6 wide receiver. Peterman or Manziel? That's a great question. FF legend. Doesn't get better than that, my dude. Tony Gonzalez or Shannon Sharp? I'd take Shannon Sharp because the guy is hilarious. Every other week, you'll find something on Twitter where Shannon Sharp is losing his mind or making some weird-ass sound that's hilarious. What is this? It says Aaron Jones, Eckler, Breida, ? Connor is RB1. Then I would play Eckler as your RB2, and then maybe, I'd play Eckler as your Oh, what the heck was that? That one was a quick move around there. Let's see. What are we doing here? Thoughts on Tyrell Williams? If AB doesn't play, he's automatically the number 1 wide receiver there. I don't think that technically hurts him. It only helps that if AB's gone. But then again, I feel like Tyrell Williams is more valuable if AB's on the field and there's coverage being pulled away from him. It just depends. Yeah, I know, Arthur. Zeke was working out with Marshall Falk in Mexico. But let's be honest, when you're in Mexico, is that all you're doing? Or are you glugging down, some margaritas and eating some good food over there? Ravens or Browns defense this week? I'll take the Ravens defense. Browns are top 5 as well, but Ravens against that juicy matchup in Florida against the putrid offense of the Dolphins? Yeah, sure, why not? Let's see here. What are we doing? Appreciate the hard work. Thank you very much, Scott Simon. For my wide receiver 2, okay, I got to do something really quickly, guys. While these messages are flowing through, let's full screen this so I can at least go through. I got to check something really quickly. If you guys don't mind, sorry about that. I'm here for another 20 minutes or so. Okay, that's settled. If you guys haven't hit the like button on this video, please do so. I'd much appreciate it. Again, this Sunday in the morning, we will have a live stream. So if you guys are around, please feel free to join us on Sunday morning. Probably will game start at 10 a.m. PST my time, so probably the chances are of me starting a stream at maybe 8:30 is more likely than not. Just giving you a heads up. Cousins over Ryan, yes. Let's see here. Cooks, I don't know what you're saying. Shannon or Skip, that's hilarious. I don't like either. I don't like those TV shows, guys. I don't even know what it's called. What is the one that Shannon and Skip are on? All they do is just argue. Some of the points that they make are just ridiculous, and the whole point is just to get people yelling at each other because it gets clicks. So that's weird. Hawkinson or Waller? Probably Waller. I don't like Hawkinson as a week 1 play. against the Cardinals. Just my opinion. But it depends if AB plays. Then I'll have a little bit more confidence in Waller. Jimmy Graham tonight or Mark Andrews? I'd probably take Mark Andrews. Eckler or Breida? Eckler. Jacobs or Kerryon Johnson? Kerryon Johnson. McNabb or Romo? Hey, Devin Holmes coming in here with a nice question. I like that one. Is that my man Daniel? Oh my God. David Montgomery or Golladay in the flex? I go with Golladay. In a PPR, 100% Golladay, Daniel. Daniel Bay. My man. All right, let's see here. What else we got? QB outside of the top 10 that is going to be good this week. There are a lot of them. That's why I have 16 ranked. I don't know. It just depends, Jason. Really depends. If you want like a deep sleeping quarterback, I think there's a chance that if somehow Nick Foles has a good week, I wouldn't be surprised. Let's put it that way. Damian Williams, Tevin Coleman, or Matt Breida. I'd probably take Damian Williams over the two of them, Johnny. Let's see here. Hey, my man Paul coming in here. Feels good. Let's see here. Undisputed. Thank you, guys. I don't like that show. Just saying. I don't like the first take. They just yell. I think, what was it? The Max Kellerman guy was like, I don't think, what's it called? He said something about, I don't think track athletes, what was the statement? I don't know. Forget about it. We're talking about fantasy football. Let me get the questions. Dante Pettis or Josh Gordon? In a PPR, let's see here. I'm getting off track, guys. Don't do this to me. Dante Pettis is my 27, and Josh Gordon's my 28 right now. So do with that as you will. To be honest, I'd probably go with Pettis. He's fully healthy, and it's a good matchup. Let's see here. Jones or Montgomery? Montgomery is the play. I'm going to take that ship. How dare you, Paul? Goomba the Gumba? There you go. Kobe or LeBron? It's not even close, dude. I live in California. It's Kobe. Like, what are we talking about here? I'm going to take that money. Jabroni feels good. All right, let's see here. Brandon Cooks or feeling Landry at the flex? I take Brandon Cooks, Scott. Let's see here. Is this show stressful for you, Andrew? Yes, to an extent. Because here's the thing. I can tell you, hey, if you say, do I play Austin Eckler or Matt Breida this week? I can say, listen, I've done the research. I believe Austin Eckler is going to produce more. But if Austin Eckler sneezes the wrong way and breaks his ankle in play one, then that's sort of on me, right? Because I'm telling you, hey, this is my suggestion. It's my opinion, obviously, because I can't see the future. If I could see the future, guys, I promise you I wouldn't be doing a live stream right now. You know where I'd be? I'd be in Vegas putting some money down and making a lot of it. But anyway, let's see here. Confidence on Breeze over Rodgers? A lot of confidence. It's not. Listen, I love Rodgers, but the matchup scares the crap out of me. So I'd rather just about play any of the other 10 that I mentioned in my video above him. Devontae Adams tonight for me, of course. You have to play Devontae Adams. Whether he scores a touchdown or not, the guy's going to be great. Let's see here. Love the channel. This guy's got the sixth sense. I wish I did, man. Found your channel. Keep up the good content. And thanks for showing up, Daniel. Let's see here. Either manage to keep grinding. Yep, no problem. Stone Cold or The Rock? Listen, okay, hold the phone. Stone Cold or The Rock? It depends, though. Look, Stone Cold was probably better in the era because he was the face, and they had Rock be like the corporate heel. So probably Stone Cold, but to be honest, The Rock is, I don't know, man. The Rock is something else. The charismatic monster that he is. Cook or Aaron Jones? I'm assuming you're asking if it's Dalvin Cook. LBK, you should play Dalvin Cook over Aaron Jones. Not even close this week. Chargers or Browns defense? Give me the Browns. Smoke a blunt before the show, bud, then no stress. Okay, California, it is legal, so yeah, you know what? Somebody buy it for me. Coke or Pepsi? Neither. I just drink water. I'm not even kidding. I haven't drank soda probably like 2+ years, something like that. Coke or heroin? That's a great question. Probably neither. Jesus Christ. Deshaun or MVS? You know what? That's a really good question, Lord. I'd probably go with Deshaun Jackson this week. But MVS could find value if they double cover the crap out of Devontae Adams. But I think Deshaun Jackson is a little bit safer right now. Philip Lindsay, no, I'm not answering that one. We're moving on. Scrolling and scrolling. Give me a second, guys. Let me go ahead and do this again so I can come over here. Okay, that's fine. Let's see here. Okay, let me click back to this. Oh my goodness. These are the stats. How many people are watching? How many messages per minute? There you go. Everybody can have a glimpse at it. Okay, so it's Montgomery or Ingram. Chris Hurd, I would take Ingram this week. He sees Cedric Benson. Oh no. Am I wrong with Cedric Benson dying? Didn't he pass away? That's unfortunate. My man Christopher Holyfield coming in with a $4.99 donation. Everyone needs this guy's Patreon. Andrew is the best. Boom! My man. Look at that, guys. I'm telling you guys, Patreon is the way to go. We're going to just bust into an ad. Okay, this is an advertisement at this point. $5 a month, unlimited questions, flex rankings, and, last month you could have played in a fantasy league with me, but that's a different conversation. I'm not kidding. I think Chris has asked me like 40 questions in the last 2 days, and I don't mind. I'll answer every single one of his questions he asks. Thank you, buddy, for the donation. This guy's coming in hot and heavy. I love you very much. All right, moving on. God, so good. All right, what is this? I don't know what that means. Somebody tell me what that abbreviation means, because I'm quite curious. Jacobs or Eckler in a full PPR? Eckler. I'd probably go Eckler, Navarro. Thoughts on Lockett? Should be really good this week in a tear. I mean, I'm telling you, the matchup against the Bengals are awful. Tyler Lockett or D.D. Westbrook? Ash, I will go with Lockett. Ingram is in a committee now. Just wait and see, Lord. Just wait and see. He's going to be the RB1. He's getting the first down snaps, second down snaps. Sure, Justice Hill could come in for a third down here and there, but I'm not 100% convinced it's an RBBC until I see it with my own eyes. Mark Ingram or what is that? Was that a Marlon Mack or? Okay, I've just lost it. Marlon Mack or Ingram? I'll take Ingram this week. I don't care if the coach comes out and says it's a committee. I could care less. I'm telling you, Mark Ingram, they paid him all that money to come to Baltimore to be the RB1. So, Dak or Winston? I will take Winston. Eckler. Denver is no joke on D. Yes, thank you, Edward. Let's see here. This guy's cool. Answered a few of my questions. Thank you, Jason. Hi, everyone. What's up, Coop? You're killing it. Thank you, Chris. Montgomery or Tariq Cohen? I'll take Montgomery. Split Rock. Yes, Patreon is great. Thank you very much, Coop Harrison. Aaron Rodgers or Jared Goff, please? I will take Jared Goff this week. Play David Montgomery at the flex tonight. I'm assuming you're asking somebody else. Okay, cool. PPR flex. Tyler Boyd, James White. Oh, no, this is a flex question. I almost got duped again, guys. T.Y. Hilton or Allen Robinson? Need to know ASAP. T.Y. Hilton. I'm not playing Allen Robinson. I don't like him. I'm begging. You like a dog? What's happening? Roof? What the hell is going on? What kind of question did you ask? SC, what did you even ask? I didn't even see you even comment. Where did you... Hello? All right, I'm tilted. Here, let me scroll a little bit. Maybe you put something down here, no? Rodgers or Jared Goff? Bark, bark. Jared Goff, dude. Plain and simple. If you had gone and watched my video, you would know that Jared Goff's my number 7 wide receiver this week, and Aaron Rodgers is my number 11. All right, now that that's been settled. Moving on. Big Ben or Lamar Jackson? I will take Lamar Jackson this week. Guys, the Miami defense sucks. I'm telling you, they gave up the 7th most points against the quarterback position last season, and they gave up the 5th most points against the running back position. Lamar Jackson's pretty much both. Going to run all over them. That defense, man, they've given up a lot of pieces. Their offense is in shambles. Baltimore's defense looks good. They probably got the best secondary in the NFL right now. Anyway. Montgomery or Duke? I'll take Montgomery, Emmanuel. Let's see here. Should I trade AB for Diggs? Steven, that's a really good question. What if AB gets traded to a different team? What if AB gets traded to the Patriots, huh? Then what? Would you regret it? I I don't know, man. I don't even want AB on my team. So if you feel comfortable with that, I don't mind. Because to be honest, I don't own any shares of AB. I'm in 12, 13 leagues. I don't own any shares of AB, and I don't want to because he's just annoying at this point. What is this? 10 minutes to kick off. Yep, that's 10 minutes until Andrew leaves pretty much, guys, because I'm dipping. And I will see you guys tomorrow for Hidden Gems. It'll be good. Aaron Jones or Lockett? Nope, not answering that. Okay, everybody can answer the question. You see, everybody's there to help, guys. I'm telling you. I don't have to be the only one to answer these questions. You guys know. Trust me. Some of you may not think it, but you're just as qualified to give advice because you've played fantasy football for a very long time. Sure, you don't spend as many hours doing, looking at different blah, blah, blah. But I'm telling you, if you guys answer each other's questions, you guys can help each other a lot more than you think. Wentz over Trubisky, my friend. Winston over Ryan. Ingram over... it's a full PPR? I'd probably still take Mark Ingram. But that one is closer than you might think. Yes, Darren Robinson. I do not answer flex questions. I offer flex questions and flex answers for people that are on my Patreon. The link is down in the description if you're interested. Lockett or Woods? I would take Robert Woods this week. Wow, that scrolls hard. I've got 5 minutes. Montgomery or Chris Carson are my two RBs. That looks great, Alex. I have no problem with that at all. I bet you kill a cold beer in about 15 minutes, Andrew? ? You never know. Matt Ryan or Josh Allen? Julio may not play. If Julio doesn't play, not only am I going to cry, but then I would also play Josh Allen. Then I would also play Calvin Ridley and Mohamed Sanu at a higher ranking. But again, that's why rankings are subject to change. We'll know by Sunday morning if you guys come over to the live stream an hour or two before kickoff. Montgomery, okay, no, we got to keep moving. Odell being limited this week with the hip. Is he really still? God, Odell, please stop. He's had that hip injury for a couple weeks now too, which is really bad. Carson Wentz or Jameis Winston, to be honest, I don't mind either of them. They're both in my top 8 quarterbacks this week. I think Jameis probably has a little bit better matchup, but I don't like his offensive line comparatively, so I'd probably go with Wentz. No, actually, I probably wouldn't. I'd go with Jameis. What am I saying? But if you just want to be careful, Wentz is no, just go with Winston. You see, this is the problem. Don't do this to me, guys, because then I start getting in my own head, and when Andrew has to argue with himself, we have problems. How about Miami wide receivers? Great question. We have Jakeem Grant, we have Devontae Parker, and we have Albert Wilson. Somebody tell me who's going to be the best. Because, honestly, I think it's going to be Albert Wilson. I think so. But you never know. I personally think it's going to be Albert Wilson. It could end up being Devontae Parker. We know Devontae Parker, it hasn't lived up to expectations. Jakeem Grant just got a deal that Tavon Austin got a couple years back where they gave him all the money in the world for literally doing nothing. So we'll see how that goes. Pettis versus Corey Davis. I will take Pettis. Lonta Thompson. Yeah. Okay, moving on. Let's see here. Montgomery or Devontae Freeman? Non-PPR. I will take Montgomery this week. J-Days. Would you start Mike Williams? Would I start out of... Who would I start out of, Mike Williams or Allen Robinson? I'll take Mike Williams. My wrist is starting to kick at me. Let's see here. We're scrolling. My man. I love it, dude. Oh, my God. Let's see here. Winston or Goff? I'd probably take Winston. Hooper, Njoku, or Ingram? I'll take Ingram. Evan Ingram. Jordan Howard touchdown odds? Probably pretty high. Unfortunately, it's higher than I want it to be. Let's put it that way. But with all the trade rumors that were going around with Jordan Howard, they might just not even play him. Now, I don't know, but you never know. They're probably going to use him and probably try to run him into the ground. That's what will probably happen. But then again, I hope Miles Sanders gets enough touches this week. Landry, Washington, Godwin, Samuels. Scott Drummond. That is going to be Godwin and Landry. Yeah, I don't want to play James Washington because I don't know. I'm pretty sure he's still behind Dante Moncrief. on the depth chart. And Curtis Samuels is so dependent on that touchdown and the big play. I would only play him if I really need, like if I'm projected to lose by 25 already and I need a big play, then I'd probably play him. But you should be fine. Woods or Golladay? Give me Golladay. I know it changed from yesterday's video, but that's because there's no more Pat P to worry about. Diggs or Keenan? If Diggs plays, I'll probably take him. I think my ranks, let me look at this. I have Diggs before Keenan Allen. So, yeah, if Diggs plays, I'll take him. Jordan Howard is a stud? Absolutely not. Did you see what he did last year? He was embarrassingly bad. He had literally one of the worst yard per carry averages in the NFL last season. I think he was like 3.3 yards per carry. It's embarrassing. They gave the guy 250 touches, and they gave him all the goal line work, and he still wasn't a top 12 running back, which is pretty embarrassing. Let's see here. What are we looking at? Mike Williams or Dede? Eric, give me Dede Westbrook. Montgomery or Mack? Montgomery. Do you think Josh Jacobs will have a good week? I think he'll be decent. RB2 status? Probably. Do you think Hunter Henry could outperform Kelsey this year? Bold prediction. Henry does. Absolutely not. There's a difference between Hunter Henry and Travis Kelsey. It's called athleticism. One has it and the other one has it, but at a lower level. Travis Kelsey is literally a wide receiver. He's just built like a tight end. So, yeah, it's not even close. But it's a decently good bold prediction. I don't mind it, Edward, but I got to shoot it down instantly. Huge Eagles fan, but never liked using their running backs. And, yeah, as soon as, what's his name? What's his damn name? The head coach, Peterman. As soon as Peterman came to Philadelphia, he hasn't given a single running back over 200 total rushing attempts. There hasn't been a running back that has double-digit touchdowns on the ground on that team, and there hasn't been a running back that has ran over 1,000 yards. So really, it's just they run a committee system. That's just how they run. If you're asking a question about quarterback rankings, guys, go watch the video. I'm not kidding. I'm just going to skip them for now. Cup or Shepard? Give me Cup, David. Mack or Montgomery? I've already answered that. That's Montgomery for sure. Geis or Singletary? I'd probably play Geis this week, but it's close between the two of them. Let me see where I have Geis right now and Singletary. I have Geis ahead of Singletary. I'd play him over him. I don't know what Singletary is going to even do. Is he going to get all the snaps? Is Frank Gore going to steal any? Is TJ Yeldon going to steal some? Or is he just going to be given the entire backfield? If he gets given the entire backfield, then you know what? I've been proven wrong. But I'm just a little worried. I don't want to just go ahead and throw someone into a starting spot when I don't even know they're a starter. At least Gruden, the head coach of the Redskins, has come out and said Darius Geis is our starting running back. At least we've gotten that confirmation. Dede or Sterling Shepard? 100% Dede Westbrook. Not even close. What are we doing here? Game time, buddy? I know, dude. I'm going to be dipping out in a couple seconds now, guys. So thank you, everybody, for watching. I appreciate the support. Everybody coming by. This has been great. Murray or Jones? I'm assuming you're asking Latavius Murray or Aaron Jones. I'll take Aaron Jones. Freeman or Jones? I'll take Freeman. Dak or Jameis? That's a quarterback question. Go watch the video. Thank you very much. Rivers loves his tight ends. Absolutely, Edward. That I cannot argue against. It doesn't mean I don't have... I mean, listen, I think my tight end video came out. I think I have Hunter Henry as my number 6 tight end this week. He should be good. He's got good matchups. The whole thing is... I don't know, man. Like, is he going to be able to get the amount of targets that Travis Kelsey gets? Travis Kelsey is the number 1 wide receiver of that team. I don't see that happening for Hunter Henry unless Hunter Henry scores 20 touchdowns. Montgomery or Kerryon? Kerryon Johnson, Jack. Thoughts on Emmanuel Sanders this year? As long as he's healthy, I want him on my team, whether he's on the bench or as my wide receiver 3. Versace helicopter. All right, moving down. Your channel's legit awesome. Thanks. No problem. Thank you, Badfish, for coming by. Thanks for the answers. No problem, Ash. Thoughts on Darren Waller this season? If, in fact... Okay, here's the thing. Jared Cook last season was the leading wide receiver or receiving option for the Raiders. He had the best season of his entire career, and he's a good receiving tight end. Darren Waller is a wide receiver converted to the tight end position. He's a guy that honestly could be one of Derek Carr's sleeper security blankets within that offense. If, in fact, Antonio Brown does not play this week, I would like to pick him up and put him and stash him on my bench in order to make sure that just in case I have a good receiving option. If especially I don't have a Travis Kelce, Zach Ertz, Evan Ingram, OJ Howard, kind of, guy like that, George Kittle. If I don't have a top tier tight end, I kind of want to grab this guy and throw him on my bench. Any good websites to stream the game? I just watch it on television. I know many of you guys don't have cable, but Alex, I would suggest going to Reddit. There's always a Reddit for something. So someone will probably be illegally streaming it, probably on Reddit. Or go to Twitter. Just someone's got a link. Just be careful. Don't open it up on your desktop, because then you got problems. Do it on your phone, okay? And then maybe stream it onto your TV. Illegal. Okay, anyway, moving on. Thank you, Jack. Let's see here. Look at Rivers' history. How many times does he throw to the tight end? Of course, he has Gates. But look, okay, let's think about it. Last season, he threw to the tight end, if I'm not mistaken, 71, 81 times. I did the math on it. I already looked it up. He threw the ball to Antonio Gates and Virgil Green 71, 81 times last season. Unless that number turns to 120 and it all goes to Hunter Henry will probably catch 80 of those passes. If he catches 80 passes, then sure, he's a top 3 tight end, but I don't know if he's catching Kelce. Isn't there a TV show called Catching Kelce? I swear to God, he had a dating show. It was like The Bachelor, but he was The Bachelor, right? I could have swore. Montgomery going for 100 tonight? I hope so. Hopefully he can carry my fantasy team today. Geis or Duke Johnson? I'll probably take Duke Johnson, especially if it's a PPR format. Let's see here. Damian Williams or Josh Jacobs this week? Depends on the scoring format, Dylan. Let's say, for example, you play in... I'd probably go with Damian Williams, especially if AB's not playing. So depends. We'll know by Sunday morning for sure. Do you have Duke? Do you see Duke having a good week 1? It depends, man. Do I see him having a good week 1? Maybe. Carlos Hyde's still there. They don't like passing the ball to the running back, so it depends. I just completed a fab trade, $10 to get Darren Waller and dropping Hawkinson. That's not bad. I'll take it. Depends how much fab you have. You usually have 200, so maybe that doesn't hurt you too much. Bench Godwin? Yikes. I don't like that idea, Steven Architect. Sony or Didi? That's a flex question. Moving on. Do you like Robert Woods, Brandon Cooks rest of the season? Robert Woods always over Brandon Cooks. Cooks or Lockett are solid. And Lockett, yeah, they're both solid. Game time, Andrew. Let's go David Montgomery. All right, guys. Thank you, everybody, for watching. I got to go watch some football. Hopefully, you guys will, join us on Sunday morning for the live stream. And if you have any more questions, the Patreon link is down in the description. Join, support. Thank you, guys. And if you haven't checked out my videos, go check them out. I'll see you guys later. And let's get the starting of the season off on the right foot. Here we go, David Montgomery.